Welcome, folks, to another exciting college football matchup. We've got an intriguing neutral setting for this battle here today. We've got a really compelling contest here. A team that's earned a top 25 ranking heading on the road for a serious test of their poise and their mettle. As we'll see the number 13 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Cougars will kick this away to get us going. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down play coming up. On the ground, it's Johnson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here.
325.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Fires it to the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They finally get him down, but a solid gain on that screen pass. Good call there.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Handoff from the shotgun. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Here's the second down play.
Here we go.
Keeping it on the ground here. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Boy, Chris, this back is so talented. Picks up another first down. The Nebraska faithful love to see the ball in his hands, just like they've loved to see the backs over the years. Think about T.O., Tom Osborne, when he had the backs going, Mike Rozier and Lawrence Phillips and Amon Green, Roger Craig going way back. More recently, Amir Abdullah, Rex Burkhead. Boy, oh boy, they've had some fun backs to watch.
On the run, it's Johnson. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
Looking to pass this time. Bringing pressure. Using his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Strong game by this quarterback. He's talking about a great way to start this game, Kirk, setting the tone very early.
Yeah, sometimes it takes an offense a couple drives to get comfortable. You could tell this unit came onto the field locked in and focused. No slow start at all for these guys.
And the point after is right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. First down here for this offense. And the wideout goes in motion. To the air, it's Retzlaff. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
It's a shotgun run call. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
The 2nd down incompletion sets up 3rd and inches. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Incompletion brings up 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
BYU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to throw. It's Retzlaff. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Brigham Young. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. The kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. And there's the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the handoff. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And looking to throw now on first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
The Cornhuskers are in the red zone. Here's the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
On the double. Let's go. Belly stutter.
Back to throw. It's Raiola. Looking for his back. Catch is made along the sideline, and he's forced out of bounds.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
After the 2nd down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Boom. Defense will make the stop in what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. So as we begin the 2nd quarter, the first play will be a field goal try. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
He'll take a deep shot. Catch made way down to the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
BYU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Will he score here? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out?
Here we go.
And now the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Important 2nd down play coming up.
Easy.
To throw, it's Raiola. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Ready up.
We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion.
Here we go.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Ready, set.
A new set of downs after that completion.
Down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to make a big play downfield. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
On the double.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down.
Fire.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. An explosive play. Moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 38.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Tackle made after a big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Aiming for the end zone. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Nebraska.
That's taking advantage of a matchup there, Chris, by the quarterback finding his receiver. He puts the ball up in the air where he can make a play on it. They come up with that touchdown.
BAT puts him up 3. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
Man, the defense seems to be all about loading up to stop the run. They're creating some one-on-one opportunities, and the quarterback and receiver make them pay for it with a great play.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made inside the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Brigham Young. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Quick throw to the left side, and he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Oh, but he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Huskers.
Man, that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
The defense does a good job of being aggressive here and not slowing down their pass rush. They put pressure on him, and instead of him throwing it away, he throws it against his body back into the teeth of the defense.
It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? A quick throw out left, complete. Finding space at the 20. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Okay, ready?
The Cornhuskers are in the red zone.
Come on, set. 6-9-1, Gators score.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Huskers will line up here on first down and goal.
Listen.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Short connection to the tight end here.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make...
He's got some room. Can he get there? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Well, this is what you would call a three-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Dropping back. It's Retzlaff. Quick throw complete to the tight end. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. BYU getting set for the 1st and 10 now. In the red area, it's Davis. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. He hands it off from the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. So here we go. 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, BYU. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he steps out at the 20, tried to make something happen, but cost the offense 5 yards in field position. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Hand off to the single back. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And so that will wrap up a very interesting first half of play. Stay tuned for the halftime break. And the Huskers will kick this away to begin the second half. This one will be fair caught. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field.
Here we go.
And they get the second half started with their running play. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Back to pass. It's Retzlaff. Throwing for his running back. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive. The best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the returner is brought down. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Handoff to the back. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll raise 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Now it's 2nd down here. They're going to run it. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
On the ready. Easy.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Ball handed off. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now.
325.
Back to throw. It's Raiola. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And moves the ball to the 35, and another first down.
With this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Using his legs, it's Johnson. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Ready up.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium.
Set. Ready.
And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
The Cornhuskers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete.
Okay, ready.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Running back grabs it on a screen. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
And the defense is so caught up in this guy running the football in this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
The Cornhuskers will line up now. It's 1st and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Ready.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. They test the middle, but gets stuffed. That run goes nowhere.
Now they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's swarmed by the defense.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. He was successful on his first try. This is just a chip shot from 21 yards out. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. He was successful on his first try. This is just a chip shot from 21 yards out. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Short throw complete to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
It's 2nd down after that completion. Looking for some space. It's Davis. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. At the 10 now. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Brigham Young. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Fires it to the wideout. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, the hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Lets it fly to the wideout. And the catch is made off the carom there. Worked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
You know, we've seen this guy make a lot of plays, but one of the things that really stands out to me is his desire to want to come down with the ball.
Here, the ball is deflected. Instead,
looking to make a play deep downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Ready up.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
Fire.
They'll give it to the running back. And they'll stop him after a short gain. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down.
Here we go.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39.
well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
First down, looking to throw the football. Quick completion to the tight end. Tackle made after the completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Ready?
Second down after that previous play.
Here we go. Ready, ready.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
And the quarterback will just sneak it here.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
The back's got it. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
And that's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the 4th quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
The Huskers line up on 1st and 10 now.
Here we go. Slide 22. Slide.
And now they run the draw play.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. On the run, it's Johnson. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the 4th quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Second down and goal.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Go.
Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. He's swarmed by the defense.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
On the set.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal.
3:25.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. He's swarmed by the defense.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
Ready
A
up.
field goal would make this a 2-score game, but they elect to go for it on fourth down. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Huskers. Still no answer for this offense.
I think they completely caught this defense off guard. Fourth down and goal, I think everybody thinks the quarterback's going to have the ability to run or throw, but instead they run the football in here, and they somehow get this touchdown.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Makes a quick catch. And he's stopped short. The 2-point try fails. They can't build on their lead here. Now they get set to kick it away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field.
Easy.
Looking to pass. It's Retzlaff. And they heave it deep downfield. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. He's got some room and some blockers here. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple of scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession. You need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today.
Ready.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
In blue.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
I like the call here. Third down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on third down and long.
And the Huskers will have to kick this away. Hunter comes out for the first time today, looking to pin him back. This will be fair caught back at the 10-yard line. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. Catch made down inside the 25. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, BYU.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves with a little bit of time, and now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
And now the try here for the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. I believe they're going to line up here to go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the offense just takes a knee here. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down play coming up for this offense. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Direct snap to the back. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. The Cornhuskers will line up to boot it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the coverage team downs the ball right there.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. And of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. So here we go. They need a touchdown. They got a little time to work with. How will they play this situation? Lets it go. And he's got it. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. He's got a man down the middle. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's incomplete. The final drive comes up empty, and the ball game is over. But they put a lot of points on the board, Kirk. The offense really clicking today, but it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, you got to understand that this defense has certainly played better, but they played one of the most talented offenses, in my opinion, in the entire country.
Obviously, there's plenty to improve on, but you also have to acknowledge that the offense was just really good.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.